WWE motions to dismiss Cody Rhodes' lawsuit. WWE has motioned to dismiss a lawsuit related to Cody Rhodes' merchandise. Back in September, it was reported that Cody Rhodes, WWE and Fanatics faced legal action over the terms of the American Nightmare trademark. The lawsuit was filed by Wesley Eisold of the band American Nightmare. The group has been around since 1988, and Eisold has held the trademark for use in music, clothing, and entertainment services since 2016. However, in 2021, Eisold and Rhodes made an agreement that would allow the undisputed WWE champion to use the moniker for merchandise under strict conditions that included making sure any merchandise prominently featured Rhodes' name and likeness, or significant indicia of wrestling, which must be 75% or larger than Rhodes' mark. In the lawsuit, Eisold claims that Rhodes, WWE, and Fanatics have blatantly violated the terms of the agreement, with Rhodes' clothing being sold with the words American Nightmare, but not his name, likeness, or indicia of wrestling, or do so in puny fashion. Eisold argues that fans of the band and the wrestler frequently buy the wrong merchandise as a result of the confusion over the term. The musician is seeking damages and injunctive relief of up to $450,000. WWE and Fanatics respond to Cody Rhodes' lawsuit. Now, Post Wrestling has reported that attorneys for WWE and Fanatics have responded with a motion to dismiss the claims. The motion argues that Rhodes, referred to by his legal name of Cody Runnels, merchandise does adhere to the conditions of the previous agreement due to the presence of his skull logo trademark, something they say is part of his likeness due to the prominent tattoo on his neck. Runnels Rhodes has a prominent neck tattoo of the skull mark which, by virtue of Runnels' worldwide popularity, has become widely recognized as part of his likeness. Onsumers have become accustomed to associating the skull mark with not only wrestling, but with a single source, namely Runnels. The motion also notes that the companies were unaware of the previous agreement between Rhodes and Eisold before he filed his lawsuit, and argue they cannot be held liable for causing Rhodes to breach the contract because of this. Post Wrestling also report that Rhodes' own attorneys have filed a rejoinder that supports the motion, indicating he is asking the judge to apply the same reasoning to Eisold's claims against him. WWE and Fanatics have filed a response to the trademark lawsuit concerning Cody Rhodes' American Nightmare moniker. In September, Wesley Eisold initiated legal action against Rhodes, WWE, and Fanatics, claiming trademark infringement, breach of contract, and intentional interference with contractual agreements. Eisold, the lead singer of the band American Nightmare, asserts that he has owned the trademark for the name about clothing, music, and entertainment services since 2016 and had permitted Rhodes to use the nickname in WWE as long as Rhodes' name, image, or significant wrestling-related indicators were prominently featured. He alleges that WWE, Cody Rhodes, and Fanatics have breached this agreement by selling merchandise labeled American Nightmare with minimal to no references to Rhodes as a wrestler, which he argues is confusing the market. WWE and Fanatics filed a motion for dismissal on Friday. They contend that none of the merchandise Eisold alleges as infringing meets the criteria of his previous agreement with Rhodes, as it includes Rhodes' skull logo tattoo. They further argue that the trademark constitutes what was previously defined as substantial indicia indicating association with wrestling due to its use in wrestling. WWE and Fanatics also assert they were unaware of the earlier settlement just before Eisold filed his lawsuit and only had access to the contract once it was presented in the suit. Therefore, they claim they cannot be held responsible for causing Rhodes to violate the contract. Moreover, Rhodes' attorney has requested to join the dismissal motion from WWE and Fanatics. In new documents filed Friday, both WWE and Fanatics are attempting to have a court dismiss a trademark lawsuit regarding Cody Rhodes' use of the American Nightmare phrase. The initial lawsuit was filed in September by Wesley Eisold, the lead singer and co-founder of the band American Nightmare, who has held a trademark for the term since 2016 for use in music, clothing, and entertainment services. Filed in California, the lawsuit alleges trademark infringement, breach of contract, and intentional interference with contractual relations. First reported by Brandon Thurston, WWE and Fanatics are seeking to dismiss based on the premise that any American Nightmare text appears alongside the well-known skull logo Rhodes has tattooed on his neck that is also a registered trademark. By doing so, they feel they are meeting the conditions of Rhodes and Eisold's previous settlement. That settlement came after a March 2019 dispute for $30,000 when Rhodes applied for the trademark for wrestling-related activities. The terms were that Rhodes could use the term on merchandise under the condition that such items prominently used Rhodes' name, likeness, or wrestling-related imagery in a size at least 75% larger than the American Nightmare text. One item Eisold claimed was evidence of any confusion between his band and WWE was a Crown t-shirt that doesn't feature imagery of Rhodes or wrestling, but uses the term instead. Eisold's legal team reached out to Rhodes' legal team in 2022 about the shirt, but claimed they never were responded to. Eisold's team then sent cease and desist letters to both Rhodes and Fanatics in April and May 2024, with Fanatics referring them to WWE. Rhodes was also named in the lawsuit, but has separate legal representation from WWE and Fanatics. However, Thurston reported that his legal team filed a rejoinder to the motion, which indicates Rhodes supports the WWE and Fanatics legal arguments and is asking the judge to apply the same reasoning to Eisold's claims against him.